Okay, so for your beat cred, you gotta know the song Can't Be Touched by Roy Jones Jr. He's a local trained bosser on the mic. This is me boxing. Stone cold, smooth cold, I'll hit you with the real roll. You understand this ain't droll, the way I box in Canada, yo. We go so freshin', we go so smoothin'. The big boxer beat, that ain't always drooling. Scott Robinson, yeah, I hit you with the Mac. I come with this skill and hit you like Mac. I'm rapping pretty okay, don't know how to play. If I'm gonna rap to the Yosa Silk Smooth, I'll know what's going on with you dudes, and you'll be seeing rap skill come again. Scott Robinson been bench pressing them. I don't know if that'll help a boxer, but the young strong build will be the girl's dream. The good boy, the one who'll take on the opponent, and absolutely remain good his whole life. If a boxer had a problem with me, I'd say a real man might not be able to get him done with a weapon. So I'm coming here stretching, they were offended. The big boy had what they wanted. A local UNICEF parent, a local shitty psychiatrist, doing well, eh? Spec after spec sheet, this guy's gotta come out a criminal, is what they were thinking. But I threw left jab, right and left, both land. I'm Scott Robinson, the one who had him paralyzed from it without punching his spine. Paralyzed, but such a doctor he had maintained his spine. What's with these parents saying get these stoners? Not the honest ones on my medical team at least. So we could tell the doctors were pretty abbreviated and offended at the good boxers. Their footwork was like none other, and you caught him in the best position. Scott Robinson, I'm drolling. You want to get the smithin'? I didn't think that far myself. I was dissing. Come join the local boxing club, you'll go against the talent. The ones that make it to nationals and won't hurt you too fast, and we just dig the game we don't want to play. We can pray God would make us good at that enough, eh? Big boxes, big winning. After Scott had seen them all fucking grinning. I don't know what's wrong with that goddamn fountain. But these were the jabs that they took fucking kicking. So the jab weapons often didn't work if they knew it was coming. So I don't know what kind of weapons we're coming out with. We gotta get them talking. Assertive community treatment in psychiatry is actually apparently being held up, saying they have to talk. Alright, it's Scott. I told them all I talked. I wonder what we're in for. Just the time where I'll do it naturally. I am the guy who is doing what's manliest. Scott Robinson, still swinging those punches at the man who wants to hurt thee. And as he always was a clandex humankind who could be, you could teach him. It was 3. Scott was a local boy who had been taught by the gangs. He couldn't cut his hair short because he saw the mark was the gang fang. He was up a couple against the doctors, or at least it seemed like it. He must have been one of these types, with the back of the head scar. from gangs in the neighborhood, proving they knew the exact spot of what was not good. The doctors had right to be concerned, but Scott had to get them to talk. You want to see a little bit of rapping? I can do this. Scotty motherfucker, I do it like you can. Why am I going on all these sick raps? I have to go and get a fact about a sort of community treatment not talking. Right jab, straight, straight. They are not talking. What's going out with the liveliness of my hook? These raps were understood. It's your average good boxer. He'd be taken down by psychiatry. The Good Samaritan, the voice at Subway, the voice that said kill your play, and hey the hey. As I was the ultimate strongest man around, the doctor had us swing feeling safe and sound. That's not how it works. You'll see you come out in the might of fire. I'll be throwing some psychological hooks and knowing I was just presenting the doctors I was the best person possible. I remember lunchtime. Do you remember lunchtime? These are crazy doctors who do not know how to act, when Scott Robinson is the best and should never need a gut strapper. Doctors are always sickened when we do our college thing, because we are trying to do the right thing. Not doctors, I wouldn't say doctors, I say psychiatrists. The state of community treatment thought they'd talk, do the right thing. A challenge from God. A psychiatrist to Jesus with mud. Scott was the one who did it all right. Sensitive to the nose, but he could put up a fight. She'd strap a carjacker. Scott Robinson was once a boxer. It was a man like this who'd have to take on the psychiatrist's fight. As Dr. Ellswold's, as the risperidone first treatment hurt like a Spanish cannonball. What's wrong? I'm still a fella. You don't understand, Miss Greasy. The Scott Robinson are coming out attacking in a full mini. In grade 12, I asked for the hardest life. And they told me to make me out the boxer to be a cock. So me, I wouldn't make out the boxer to be a cock. But if he had to go fight some frequencies, then he could fight like Scott. Left, right, hook, hook, Scott got you like the crook. He shot what you understood, and you were on the ground you no longer stood. He said that's a simple lesson, not for a man like me. And they went out duketing that he always fixed anything wrong. But I don't know, there was something with his Facebook views and the fact that he always fixed everything wrong. The locals in the community were Epstein and shit. And Scott said, if you hurt my daughter, I'll box you down to shit. The West rhyming, the realest motherfucker timing. when every father had to bring out his shit. Smooth, swift to craft, I was forever dealing. I was the boxer who had come rash and milling. From the air cadets to the scouts, a boxer. Just try to work it out with the doctor. He prayed to the devil, he prayed to the devil, that little man. What he couldn't know, he couldn't understand. We're going through about 12 minutes for each 12 round. The boxer and his doctors going all around. So they said a boxing would be too cheap compared to what they take on the Western Canadian scale of missing people. Scott has his word. He had his word in this song.